Hi, welcome to another weekly update. It's Sunday, March 14th. By the time you watch this, we'll officially be halfway through the month of March. As promised, things have picked up a little bit. Although this past week's sales were not anything stellar, the estimate counts were up, which is a sign of good things to come. So stay on your callbacks, keep setting up more estimates, and this month will turn out just fine. What's new and exciting coming up? This next week I'll be delivering some new S&G wood samples to each of the stores. They're actually going to be the smooth finish floors, some in the Maximus and I think a couple even in the Windsor line. Be aware though, a couple of these are very dark floors. They're almost chocolate brown or black, and anytime you get such a solid color like that with a little bit of shine in a maple that doesn't have a whole lot of grain, it has a tendency to show any scratches or gouges or marks or things like that. So just make sure you let the consumer know before they put in a product like that, that this floor you're going to have to make sure you have the felt glides and watch it really close, because a floor like that will show things a little bit more than say the hand scrape or the oaks or products like that that have a lot of character to them. So with that being said, what also is new and exciting, we're going into the phase 2 of the training. And let's back up before we talk about phase 2. Let's review phase 1. And phase 1 was talking about the value of S&G. And it seems like value is a key word in today's economy, and it's true. By value, what are we talking about? We're talking about adding substance, giving a consumer the reason to buy, telling why the product costs so much or why we're worth more money. Okay, it's up to you, the salesperson, to actually kind of paint the picture for the consumer, tell them how great it's going to look in their house, how durable it's going to be, how easy it is going to be to clean, what we're going to do on the day of installation, how we're going to follow up with them after it's installed, how we're going to be here to warranty the products, how we have the on-site quality control experts or our claims people, how all our installers are licensed, bonded, insured, certified, most of them have a minimum 10 years in the field, how most of our estimators are previous installers, so they're very familiar with how laying out your home for the best seam placement and things like that. So again, giving the consumer the overall picture of the value of S&G. Okay, I know everyone has that list of 65 different points that we all worked on together and that was sent out to the stores. Hopefully you've had a chance to review it numerous times and have gotten yourself comfortable with it and can explain it to customers. Okay, next thing now, after obviously you've digested the value of S&G, now we're going to move into the next step, and that's the value products, or the value of the products. Obviously there's a wide range. You know, we have from the, for instance in Carpenter, we start with the Debut and we go all the way up to the Trish Camara or Lifetime series. Huge spread in pricing, warranties, durability, performance, so on and so forth. Okay, but again, some products, or actually all products, it's up to you, the salesperson, to add the value, to make the consumer understand why something is a certain price. And let's face it, the way the economy is today, people aren't just going to throw money at you like they used to. Okay? You're going to have to distinguish yourself. You're going to have to separate yourself, as well as your company, as well as the product that you're selling, from what the other guy is. Okay? Guys are hungry out there, and they're willing to say anything or do anything to get a customer's business. Okay, we don't want to lie, we don't want to mislead anyone, but again, it's up to us to paint that picture for the consumer of what a quality job looks like, what the product is going to be in their home, again, what it's going to do for them, how reliable it's going to be, how it's going to perform, how it's going to be there for many, many, many years, how easy it's going to be to clean, how it's going to be tying in their whole decorating theme and scheme. Okay, again, that's painting the value for the consumer. Now, when we start talking about the product values or value of certain products, some products have more apparent value than others. And I think if you were to walk through, let's just say, your hardwood section, and you were to look at a product such as Lausanne and compare the value of that as to, say, the S&G hardwood line. Okay? The S&G hardwood line is roughly about half the price of the Lausanne. Okay? In today's world, yeah, the Lausanne maybe is minutely better, maybe, I use the key word, minutely better, but no way does it justify twice the price. Okay, so we as salespersons, knowing that if you show the Lausanne product, you're much more apt to get beat by somebody selling a product that's less expensive. Okay, so hopefully I'm kind of making my point, but I think once we get into it, you'll be able to grasp it a little bit more and understand what we're talking about when we talk about the value products. And there are some that really stack up and that are great values, and others that are not such good values. Okay, so you as a salesperson, it's up to you to question your customer, interview them, find out what their needs and wants are, and direct them to the best value product. Okay, and remember, it's more important where the customer buys from or who they buy from than what they actually buy. Okay, I've been in the industry for 30 years. I've seen a lot of companies come and go. Some of the world's largest, LD Brinkman, the Victor Kemps, LaSalle Dietsch's of the world, Fry. Companies come and go, but where you buy is more important than what you buy. Okay, I've known a lot of reps. Matter of fact, one rep, Dave Giese, who is with Shaw now, but at one time he was with Anderson Wood. He told me, Jim, he goes, I can go into any home and find a reason why we should replace that floor, and it would be under warranty, material and labor. He said, by the same token, I can go into any home and tell you why we don't have to and blame it on the store or the installer. He goes, for us as a manufacturer, it comes down to how much product the company buys versus their claims ratio. Okay, how good their installers are. Now again, this plays into S&G's favor. Okay, because obviously we have great installers. Are we a little bit more expensive on the labor? You bet. But if there's an issue or a problem, who's there to take care of it? S&G. Okay, so again, that's adding the value, if you will. But kind of got off on a little tangent. But anyways, I shot a video with Bill Cavanaugh and Fernando, two store managers up in Sacramento that are also both very, very, very good salesmen in their own right. Both those guys, right, even though they're store managers, you know, they're still popping for $30,000 a month, each one of them. So anyways, we talked about some of the value products and asked them for their oversight or their opinion and how they can take a customer who thinks they want something or they've heard a story at another store. They come into our store and they inquire about it and how they would go about selling off of it. So it's an interesting video. Again, it's the first one talking about the value of the products. Watch it, role play it if you will, or talk about it, or at least have open conversation with your fellow teammates and your store managers. Okay, and as a team, maybe you can walk around the store and find what everyone feels are the best values and the reasons why, and then practice selling with the values or explaining to the consumer, okay, what makes this product so special. Again, no one's going to spend money on a product that hasn't been totally explained, totally sold, and made to seem like a value. Okay? Inherently, the products by themselves do not represent a value. Okay? It's up to you to romance the product, romance the customer, and build value into it. Okay, by explaining what it is and what it's going to do and how it's going to perform. So again, that's kind of the value of selling the products and finding some that inherently have better values. So thanks for watching. Happy St. Patrick's Day on Wednesday the 17th. And like I say, check out the video. There's a lot of good stuff in it. And pay attention to the upcoming videos when we start talking about values. So thanks for watching. Have a great week.